So you want to get an A star in English Literature A-level, which, let's face it, is pretty tricky. You'll need to be getting an average of around 90% or more in all of your exams and coursework. But the great news is that there are some really foolproof ways to get the top grades in English Literature. How do I know this? Well, at the start of my A-levels, I knew I wanted to get an A star. So I created a plan to follow over the next couple of years, which ultimately got me from getting C's and D's at the beginning of the course to getting 99 or 100% in most of my modules. So what are my tips for getting full marks in English A-level? Coursework. At A-level, you'll most probably have to do some coursework. This is a great opportunity to start banking some marks for your overall A-level before you take any exams. Tell your teacher at the beginning of the course that you're aiming for top grades. This lets them know that you're serious about doing well, and they'll make sure you have the resources to get there. Ask them if you can see essays from the past. Most teachers will have old essays from students that did well in coursework, and as long as it's within the coursework rules for you to see old essays, go for it. Read them, annotate them, get a feel for the writing style. This can really boost your own writing ability. Write, rewrite, reread, and rewrite. There's a limit to how much a teacher can look over your coursework, but you can go over as much as you like before the deadline. Don't stop until it's as good as you can make it. Even after you think you've finished, leave it for a few days and come back to it. You'll be so relieved by the time exams come around to know that you've banked a lot of coursework marks. So really go for it, you'll thank yourself later. Learn your assessment objectives. These are the criteria that the exam board expect you to meet in your exams. They're usually things like include relevant historical context, various interpretations, or analyze language. They're really important because you need to be doing every single one of them to do well in your exams. You might be writing a wonderful essay and be writing most of these assessment objectives, but if you forget to put in one of them, such as context, you could drop a couple of grades. Learn the assessment objectives like the back of your hand. If your teacher hasn't told you what they are, check them out on your exam board website under the specification page. Then, when you're planning an essay or writing one, make sure you're including all of them. This will get you into the habit of making sure you include everything, so that by the time you get to your exams, you don't panic and forget something, causing you to lose vital marks. Mind maps. Not everyone seems to be a fan of mind maps. I never used to be, but they are great for English Literature A-level. First of all, you have a lot of themes to cover. With each text you read, you'll have to cover topics such as politics, family, religion, greed, love, tragedy, comedy, etc. The list is endless. There's no way you can write an essay for every single one. Mind maps allow you to make connections. Set out a theme on its own and make an essay plan. Link ideas and quotes together. I promise you that this will help you get the big picture of a topic in a way that writing notes or essays will not. Lastly, be efficient. You have a lot to learn at A-level, and English Literature may not be your priority. Therefore, maximise your learning outside study sessions. Download podcasts and listen to them on double speed when you're out, such as going to and from school. Oxford University Press, Great Writers Inspire, and In Our Time are just a couple of examples of podcast sites where you can learn from top academics for free. No efforts needed, just sit and listen. You'll be surprised by how much you'll learn. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to hear more tips and tricks for A-level and many other things, check out my website and subscribe. Thank you.